Hello there. Have you just started your art degree? If that's the case, then you need a laptop. And luckily for you, there are thousands of laptops these days. As good as that sounds, it can make it very overwhelming and confusing to find yourself a laptop in 2020 as an artist. You just want a very good laptop that is proven to work well for artists. And that's exactly what I got you. Through hours of research and talking to many artists and reading as many blogs as I could get my hands on, I found exactly what you need as an artist. If you want to know more, make sure to check the detailed blog, which will be linked in the description below. And all the laptops in this video will be linked in the description. Hello there. You deserve better product. If you agree with that, make sure to subscribe. So coming up in number 5, we have the Acer Spin 3 convertible laptop. This is an amazing affordable option. If you don't have the biggest budget in the world, then this is gonna be a very good option for you. This laptop from Acer is gonna be an amazing choice for most artists. It is built very well by Acer, and it's one of the laptops with the most positive reviews I've ever seen, which means people don't have any problems with this laptop. So this laptop has a 360-degree rotatable screen, which makes it turn into kind of a tablet. And what's cool is that the stylus comes with the laptop. You don't have to pay any extra, and the stylus has a slot in the laptop, so you don't have to worry about losing it. As of the specs of this laptop, it has an 8th generation Intel i7 8565U. It has Intel's integrated graphics, which is UHD Graphics 615, and it comes with an amazing 16GB of RAM. The storage is 512GB of SSD storage, and the display is a 1080p Full HD IPS touch panel. So IPS panels are usually much preferred for artists. IPS panels are known to have the most accurate colors out of all other panel types. Laptops on the cheaper end usually have TN panels, and TN panels usually look very bad. So the only downside I could possibly find on this laptop is the fact that it's not updated with the latest USB-C ports. But to be honest, not everybody needs a USB-C port anyways. The USB 2 port is fine. But if you want a USB-C, then you're gonna have to wait for the next laptops. Despite the fact it has this tiny disadvantage, it has an amazing touchscreen and a good trackpad, an SD card reader, and a keyboard that feels very good. So if you want to do some video editing, light gaming, and maybe some 3D projects, this will definitely be a good entry-level option, as it has a pretty powerful CPU. As for artists who want to draw, it has a very accurate stylus pen. Another cool feature with this laptop is the fingerprint reader. So if you just hate passwords like me, and you just want a secure way to get into your laptop, it has the fingerprint reader. And most importantly, it has up to 12 hours of battery life. Coming up in number 4, we have the Lenovo Flex 14. This is gonna be your best budget artist laptop. So the pros of this laptop: it is not expensive, it has a 360 rotation display, it has an IPS display panel, and the pen that comes with it has 4096 pressure levels. And there are no cons for this laptop at this price. So this is an overall outstanding laptop for the price. So if you want the best laptop for art projects and drawing on a budget, then this is the way to go. So now let's talk about the specs. If you love Intel CPUs, it has an 8th generation Intel i5 8265U. As for AMD, it has a Ryzen 5 3500U processor. If you'd ask me, I would recommend you go with the Ryzen. It will perform better than the i5 at a lower price. As for the GPU, the Intel one comes with UHD Graphics 615, and the AMD option comes with a dedicated Radeon Vega 8 graphics card. So RAM, the Intel option comes with 8GB of RAM, the Ryzen comes with 12GB of RAM. And storage, you can pick what you need. It has 128, 256 or 512GB of course. And the display is a 1080p Full HD IPS touch panel. So the price of this thing is insane compared to other laptops that are good for artists. This is like half their price. It's not like the specs are bad either. I mean, it has amazing specs. So if you want to use simple artist programs or drawing programs like Photoshop or Adobe Illustrator or anything that is not very intense, this is a perfect option. Now this laptop can come with 2 different stylus pens. I recommend go for the Lenovo Active Pen 2, as it provides a very natural feeling of writing, sketching and drawing. And it also has configurable buttons to speed up your workflow and improve your overall productivity. I mean, at this price it feels like there must be some catch, but there isn't, so just go for it. If it's within your budget, this is an amazing option. Coming up in number 3, we have the Microsoft Surface Book 2. This is 2-in-1 laptop in beast mode. So if you want a 2-in-1 laptop that has amazing specs, then this is definitely the best option you could go for. It is a very powerful laptop for a 2-in-1 laptop. Like, I don't even know how they put so much specs in such a tiny laptop. So it has a superb detachable screen. And this laptop with the specs can even play AAA games at high settings. This thing is amazing. So let's talk about the specs. It has an 8th generation Intel i7 8650U, or you could also opt for the i5 version. So this is where this laptop stands out. It has an Nvidia GeForce GTX 1066GB graphics card. So it has a dedicated graphics card, and not only a dedicated graphics card, it has like a GTX 1060 graphics card. This is so strong for a 2-in-1 laptop. So what else? It has 16GB of RAM, and it has 512GB of storage. If you want more, you could also opt for the 1TB storage option, and it uses an SSD for storage, which is much faster than the old storage types like hard disks. And it has a whopping 3260 by 2160p pixel sense display with an IPS panel. IPS panels have amazing accurate colors, which is going to be very good for coloring your graphical designs and artwork. So if you want something that actually feels like a laptop, yet it works as a 2-in-1 option, this is the best option. The other 2-in-1 options have this gimmicky feeling, like a paper thin keyboard and other weird things. But no, this laptop has an amazing keyboard and it looks just like a normal laptop. Little do you know, all you do is you just click something and boom, your screen pops out. Now you have a tablet. And not only do you have a tablet with amazing specs. So honestly, Microsoft did an amazing job with this laptop. As for connectivity, it has the Futures port, which is USB-C. So the only downside on this laptop is you have to buy the Microsoft Pen separately. Microsoft will always try and get the most money they can out of you. But in this laptop, every penny is gonna be worth it. Based on many benchmarks done on this laptop, it will literally chew up anything you throw at it. So, intense video editing, gaming, 3D design, this will do it all. But keep in mind, it's not intended for very intense use. It's not a workstation laptop, it's a lightweight, very convenient, portable, amazing laptop. Coming up in number 2, we have the Microsoft Surface Pro 7. This laptop is an improvement of Microsoft's highly successful Surface Pro 6. Microsoft Surface Pro 6 was a very successful laptop and many artists around the globe were using it. It was being used for graphical design, digital art, you name it, anything. So what Microsoft did here is they took the amazing mindset of if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So what they did is they tweaked the Pro 7 here and there, but they didn't change it too much, so you keep the amazing features of the Pro 6. So this laptop also has a 10th generation Intel i7 processor. It is the i7 1065G, and there is also an i5 option if you want that. The GPU is Intel's Iris Plus graphics, which comes with the 10th generation CPUs. The integrated graphics of the 10th generation CPUs is so much better than the previous generations. So it means that you don't need to have a dedicated GPU with this laptop. The 10th generation CPU offers an amazing performance graphics wise. You could even play AAA games with this laptop, not at the highest settings of course. Anyways, you get 16GB or 8GB of RAM, and the storage is 256GB of SSD storage. The display is 2736 by 1824 pixel sense display with an IPS panel. This is a very powerful laptop which doubles as an art laptop. Thanks to the touch display and the very sensitive Microsoft stylus pen, This laptop is a very good option for artists willing to take their creativity to the next level. The only downside with this laptop is Microsoft try and get every penny out of you, so you have to pay separately for the pen and for the keyboard. But if you have the money for it, it's well worth it. So if you're gonna be doing intense video editing or other intense artist programs like 3D programs and stuff, then I suggest you stick with the i7 version. If you're gonna be using simple programs like Photoshop or other 2D artist drawing programs, then I would suggest you go for the i5 because the i7 would be overkill. And if you want something that is future-proof, definitely go for the i7 because it's definitely gonna be better throughout the next years. Programs are always advancing, which makes them need better specs. So coming up in first place, we have the HP Spectre X360 15T. This is a solid laptop from HP that looks stunning. This laptop is honestly the best future-proof laptop you can possibly get. This laptop has a wonderful design and a beautiful 4K IPS display. The best part of this laptop is it has a 10th generation Intel i7 1510U. This is Intel's newest CPU as of 2020. This CPU can boost to a whopping 4.9 GHz. And this laptop comes with a dedicated GPU. You can either go for the GTX 250 or you could go for better options. The reason you would go for a better graphics card is if you are using programs that utilize having a dedicated graphics card, or if you want to play video games. I can't list every single program out for you, but some programs are very good at using a GPU and some don't really care and they only care about having a good CPU. Generally speaking, most artist software are gonna benefit from having a good CPU and a lot of RAM, which is where this laptop excels. It has an amazing CPU and it has 16 GB of RAM plus 32 GB of Intel Optane memory. And the storage is a 512 GB SSD, and of course, as we mentioned, it has a 4K fully touch IPS display. And a quick reminder is if you are into 3D design, you definitely want to go with the option with a better GPU, as most 3D programs utilize having a good GPU for rendering. And as for the laptop, it has all the latest connectivity options. It has a camera kill switch for privacy, and it also has a fingerprint reader. So I don't know if you've heard of this before, but if you have a very bad virus on your PC, they can easily spy on you through your laptop's webcam. But HP solved this problem really well. So there is a switch, you switch it, and it's a mechanical switch. So what it does is it shuts off electricity to the camera. So even if a hacker wanted to spy on you through your camera, it won't work. So that will ensure that you get the privacy you deserve. Another amazing thing is this laptop uses the latest Wi-Fi 6 technology of 2020, and it also uses Bluetooth 5. These features are very hard to find in laptops, and most companies haven't introduced them yet to their laptops. This laptop has all the newest technologies in it, and it's a very good future-proof option. So to be honest with you, if you want to get the best device you could possibly get, then this is the way to go. You are never gonna regret this laptop as an artist. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and share this video with your artist friends. And if you're thinking about printing your art, make sure to check our video on the best printers for artists. And if you have any questions, make sure to comment below.